What is up, Hackstab slash? It's your boy Hacky, and I'm back here with this guy who's the dancing queen.
Yeah, what am I doing with my hands? I don't know what to do with my hands. What is
I
up,
don't,
everybody?
I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
Ah, nice morning dance, you know?
Absolutely, dude. We are watching one of the scariest movies I think we've ever seen on the podcast, and that's Sinister from 2012.
12, yep.
But let's just lighten the mood real quick, Justin. I'm gonna share a joke with you that I heard on Facebook Reels this morning, and it
Okay,
got a giggle out of my roommate. So,
okay.
what do a dildo
Oh, dear God. Sorry.
and tofu have in common?
What, Sean?
They're both meat substitutes.
That's unbelievable. All right. I mean, that's well played. Clearly, YouTube's going to give us no views at all, so thank you very much. Thank you very much for that.
You are so welcome. You can find this movie on Paramount Plus, and I highly suggest that you don't. Uh, this movie is about a novelist played by Ethan Hawke who uncovers a box of highly disturbing home movies. And at first, you think, like, oh, maybe he's going to watch these to help him write his book and like figure everything out. And then shit just starts taking a wild turn. All hell breaks loose. And this, like I said, is probably one of the scariest movies I've seen in the last 15 years.
Quick question. Which one of us picked this? I don't remember who picked this.
You told me to pick a ghost movie.
That's what, okay, I couldn't remember. I wanted to say, I'm like, wait, why are we watching this again? That's
Dude,
what it
I
was.
don't know. Did you get this sense? I feel like I remember people shitting all over this movie like it's not scary. Come on,
I,
like, bitch, please.
So I feel like that's the thing. Like any single time anyone says something scary, like I even posted this the other day how scary it was, and someone commented like they were a snob, like, "Oh, I haven't watched any horror movie that's got me scared." Oh, I've seen people like, "Oh, you have a horror podcast and you get scared." Like, sorry, yeah, I still love horror, and yeah, some movies do scare me. And also, what's scary to someone is super subjective. I've seen people say, like the other day, all right, ready? Before we go into this podcast, I asked people what like the movie is scared of. Someone said It Follows. They said this movie absolutely terrified me. It Follows gets shit on by so many people too. And I love It Follows, and you don't love it as much as I do, but I actually do love it. I didn't really think it's scary, but that person thought that was like the scariest thing. Horror is subjective. Everything's scary. Like what's scary to one person might not be scary to the other person. So you know what?
That's
Whatever.
so true though, because how many people are petrified of Pennywise, like scared shitless of the movie, and
Right?
even the miniseries.
Yeah.
I love that movie. It doesn't scare me at all.
Yeah, evil clowns. Like I'm a big fan of evil clowns. Pennywise has never ever scared me, and like I said, some
But
people might think that's the scariest shit ever.
dude, this movie fucks so hard, and I can't wait for this rewatch though.
All right,
My heart was like fluttering when
all
we
right.
get ready to rewatch this.
Can I kick this off?
Yes.
All right. So let's get right into this. We're gonna move kind of fast, but first of all, what an evil start. You start by seeing this grainy footage, like you're watching it on this all Super 8 footage. I mean, which I guess you are, but you see like a family of four with like bags over their head being hung from a tree. And you see like a branch going down and the family slowly going up. That's what we're starting with. Like,
Bro,
and
I
it's,
wrote a nursery rhyme about this opening scene.
of course. So tell us your nursery rhyme.
I was like 2 minutes into this runtime, and my heart's already pounding. Not a word has been spoken, not a scream has been scrum. Four nooses a tree limb, and next to be broken.
Let's go. There we there. Look at you got we got poems about Sinister right now. I
Yeah,
didn't
we
see
could
that
write a
coming,
kid's
but
book about
I
Sinister.
kind of love it. So that's what you start with. And then right away it just you see a family moving in. Yeah, you got a husband, a wife, and two kids. You can't really tell 100% like what's going on yet, and you kind of realize that like a sheriff visits, and you're like, what's going on? And he has a very awkward, unpleasant exchange. The lead guy, his name is Ellison, he's played by Ethan Hawke, and we find out he's a true crime writer. And the guy pretty much is like asks him to leave, and he basically tells him too, this is in very bad taste. So you kind of get the feeling
I
like
get you get the hint, like he's a little close to home.
yeah, like what does this guy just move into? And he basically says like how he helps he does true crime, so like missing people and all these different things, and he's blasted some of the cops' work before other cops in other offices and stuff. So and we go aside, we move on throughout this, and actually see the tree in the backyard. And guess what?
What
That
the
damn
fuck?
like
Are you
holy shit,
kidding me?
like he just moved in to the house. Like
Are you kidding me?
oh,
This
and right
movie
away you
takes
see like
place in
there's some family
2012 and that
tension
murder is from
moving.
2011. It's not even 365
Like
days later.
crazy. And so this dude just moved in there. And like I said, this great family tension. You kind of realize like they're moving, like what's going on here. The family is very tense. They don't really want to do this. And we hear that it's a story about a missing girl. And he basically justifies it's like, hey, their story needs to be heard as well. They're moving in. Ellison goes up to the attic, and right away, all the red flags in the world because there is a box.
Every one of them.
All the red. I don't even have enough red flags. Like we're throwing another one. A box of all these tapes, and they're all like footage. He ends up watching one, and it's the family footage of the deaths that happened at the house. You see the whole entire thing again with the tree and everything.
Do you see what that fucking there's handwriting on each one of these reels? Like they're
Yeah,
actual home. I mean, they are homemade movies, but
yeah.
this one that he puts on, it's called Family Hang 11.
Like
That's
un
it. That's it. Like, oh, you would think like, oh, cool. Like I'm about to watch like a family just hanging out, doing family type things. Maybe playing catch in the backyard. Some laughs with dad. Mom bringing out a pitcher of Kool-Aid, something like that. But what happens, Justin?
it's so bad. So which one are you talking about? The pool party or the which one
No,
did you say?
Family Hang
The
11 is
Oh yeah,
when
it's
he's
the tree
hanging
one.
them
It's the
from the
tree one.
tree.
Yeah, it's the tree one. And he goes right on. Like you said, they all have the names, and then he goes to tape two. And this one was this a family fishing? I'm pretty sure it says like family fishing. Like and you
No,
it's
no, Family Barbecue 78.
Uh, absolutely unbelievable. And we have a pool party one, and he's watching these. And the tape two, you literally see the family. You see the family like they're outside. Oh yeah, sorry, I wrote family fishing because you see the family fishing, and then they get tied, and they end up getting tied to a car and trapped and absolutely torched. Like you feel disgusting watching this. Like this family is absolutely torched in there.
Can,
And at
can,
this
can
point,
I can I
yeah, go
talk
ahead.
about these set of scenes real quick?
Yeah.
When he starts the second film, I don't know if it's just me or if it's you or anyone in the audience that's listening can tell me about this. This score that plays is enough like to make your pulse slow down. The sounds and like quick focus slash unfocusing of his hands and like setting up the projector almost reminds me of like American Horror Stories intro or like when they do the commercial breaks. Do you remember when that was on TV?
I know what you talk about. Yeah.
There's just something about this score, Justin. I feel like it matches your heartbeat. And once you realize that it's like in sync with your heartbeat, it has like some kind of control over how fast your heart pumps or like how much it slows down. And you don't even realize this until it stops. Like it felt like whatever score they are using is just absolutely swallowing you whole while he's watching these like family movies. It's just it is intense. I'm scared shitless right now. Like I am
Same.
petrified.
Same. And I kind of wish Ellison actually, you see, he gets up and he kind of realizes, like, oh my God, this is drinking his little whiskey there. And he goes to call 911. And you kind of see him like looking at his book and he kind of realizes, like, no, I'm not going to
No,
call
like
him.
I got to do this for my
I got to
family.
do this. And there's a tape three right away. You go right to number three. And this one's a pool party. And my dear God, you see all these people at the pool. First, you see everyone having fun, and then it all switches. They're like tied to friggin' chairs, and they're pulled into the damn pool, and they're all drowned. Like there's ropes to tie, and then this is already scary enough. He sees like a demon face, like it looks like it's like
Just
almost
chilling in the fucking pool,
in
just
the
looking up to
pool
him, like, hey, what's going on?
in the water, you see a demon face, which is first of all, it's a terrifying demon face. And now I actually didn't put it together, but if anyone's looking behind me, it almost looks like the mask from Slipknot. The
Yes.
guitar player. I don't know. I just thought of that right now. It kind of looks like the guitar player from Slipknot's mask. And then at this point, the projector catches fire. So yeah, how do you feel about that third tape?
Right now, dude, I am beyond pissed off because I think before he starts watching this third tape, his son
Hmm.
Trevor is having night terrors and he finds
Hmm.
him in a moving box. Like if that's not enough, just fucking stop. Like your family's gonna find out about this. Just stop. Tell them the truth. Maybe move them out. I don't give a fuck why you bought this house. Um, but while he's watching this and it freezes and it burns, that should be an omen. That should be a
Hmm.
let's stop this right now. Let's not watch any more of these. Or if you're gonna watch them, dude, maybe I don't know, give them to the police and work with them. I know they said they weren't going to work with you, but if you have uncovered evidence and possible linked to a serial killer, like you should be doing the right thing. You should be calling the cops. You should be working together. And he's not. And he's doing the worst fucking thing you can do right now. He's making digital copies of this. He is playing the recordings and then re-recording them after he fixed the 8 millimeter film. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yes, and now he's got all these files like on his computer and everything. So yeah, let's just copy everything.
Yeah,
It's
and it's so stupid. And he doesn't even stop there because like he just keeps going and going. And he puts on another movie and it's nothing like Sleepy Time in 1998 to give you a good night's rest.
oh so dark.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So dark.
This entire family right now that we're watching through this 8 millimeter film is I think taped and tied to their beds. And
Yeah.
someone is walking around bed to bed while they're still sleeping, slitting their throats. Dude, Ellison uncovers that this is from a cold case file in St. Louis, and then his power goes out again. That's something telling you stop,
All the
stop
red
digging,
flags.
stop. Yes,
My
please.
God.
Oh,
And
and go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, even like just to saying that, like even that scene is giving me a heart attack when all of a sudden it's completely dark. This is so terrifying, and the fact that he goes up to the friggin' attic, you hear
I've
something.
never been so scared of attic stairs in my life.
Yeah, I was literally like, just like he like looks over and he doesn't see anything, and then he finally sees like the box, and oh my God, dude, this scene, it is a friggin' giant king snake is in the crate. Now, once again, too, snakes like you see a giant snake like that, another red flag, get out. But I swear to God, I almost passed out when I actually screamed because something also hit my friggin' a tree branch. I was watching this in a windy house the other day. My house, it was so windy outside, and I almost had a heart attack at the scene. But then even on the box, you see like there's pictures of death on the box and the kills, and you see like Mr. Boogie. There's a picture of like Mr. Boogie watching this stuff. Like, hello, time to move, for the love
You
of God.
fucking leave, dude. Just leave.
But yeah, just keep going.
Yeah. And
Just
instead, dude, he decides he's gonna investigate all this like an asshole. I got if the murder and bumps in the night aren't enough to scare you off, and the scorpion and snake aren't either, maybe the diagram hand drawn by kids with Mr. Boogie in them will fucking get you to vacate this premises. But it doesn't. And the next morning, all he does is he calls Deputy Dipshit, aka Deputy So and So, who remains unnamed in this movie, and he starts telling him like, "Hey, do you believe in like the supernatural?" And he's like, "Yeah, yes, I do." And he's like, "It couldn't be happening here though, right?" And he's like, "You just moved into a house where a family was viciously murdered. You couldn't pay me to sleep in here." Like he's basically calling him an idiot. Nelson's like, "Nah, there's no ghost." He's like, "I did kill a scorpion, and I saw a snake in my attic." You know, where usually it's just, I don't know, spiders and things of that nature. And he's like, all those footsteps you're hearing, he's like, it's probably squirrels. And he's like, yeah, I should get an exterminator. Like, stop, stop, just get the fuck out.
also, can you see that scene, dude? Shout out that deputy. Was that not the funniest deadpan humor? Like it's so dry and humor. Like that, I was
Dude,
like
he's
laughing out
also, I
loud.
mean, speaking of Pennywise and It, he's also in It, the part two. He plays adult Eddie Kasprak.
Also, we should give a shout out. Do you see he just died?
Yeah, he just passed away.
Like rest in peace. I think his name was James Ransome. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but you're amazing in this movie, and he literally just died a couple weeks ago. So that is absolutely
I
awful.
actually
But
I don't think I've seen a bad movie with him in it. I mean, he's never
yeah,
been like the leading
the
character, but
lead
he's
guy,
always been
right?
phenomenal in everything he's been in.
Dude, he was so amazing in this. But sorry, keep going.
But he's sitting there after the deputy leaves and he's going through his laptop and he's looking at everything and he's got another freeze frame of Bagul, but he's in the family barbecue movie. And dude, Bagul comes to life on his computer. I was like, that's a pretty cool touch. But
Yeah.
when he's rewatching the footage of him going into the attic, if Bagul coming to life isn't enough to get you the hell out of there, um, I don't know, maybe all the ghost hands from all the kids pushing you through the attic floor should be enough to get you the hell out of there.
You literally saw a picture. Like I don't even say like for the love of God, the amount of dumb decisions by this character.
No.
And like I love
And
this movie, but it's tough to love Ellison. I'm not gonna lie. Like he makes a lot of
no,
he puts his family in risk. Like
I hate Ellison so much.
that's what I
He
mean. Like it's
sucks.
not a he absolutely sucks. Just
It, if
wow.
you're in a murder house and it is fresh and recent, and apparently they haven't caught the guy who's done this, are you about to stand at the crime scene and hold up a potential photo with him in it where the bodies were hanging to match them up with the tree line?
It,
Are you fucking serious right now? Are you
yeah,
trying to give yourself a heart attack?
you give a heart and you see the friggin' naming the guy outside of the window. I literally wrote, "Leave now." Just like, what are you
Just
even
just
doing?
leave.
Leave right now. And then the fact like you go outside and like your
And
son
you're
is
gonna hunt
clearly
this thing
getting
and you find your son?
your son is clearly having getting worse and worse. He has night terrors. He is outside, absolutely terrifying. And then
Get out
there's
of
just a
there.
random
Get
there's
out
a
of there.
like you bring your son inside and you go back out and there's a terrifying dog.
Yeah, there's a
Just
fucking hellhound named Cujo.
yeah, there's
Shout out. I did appreciate that he brought up Cujo in this
yeah,
movie.
that was awesome. But there's this terrifying dog just staring at you, and behind you, there's like five dead ghost kids just standing. Obviously, you don't see those, but they're behind you. I literally wrote, "Is this the worst dad in like horror movie history?" Because holy shit! And for, like you kind of see him like his motives, Ellison. You see he's like watching like talking about movies and rich and talk shows and fame. He's so
Said he'd
close.
rather cut off his hands than like write a book for fame. But you're doing that right now, bro.
He's
Cut off
doing
your
it right
hands.
now. Exactly. All the shit, like you kind of see he's motivated, that he needs a big hit. So they try to like give you reasons why he is being such a bad dad. He's clearly like just so into this. But the next morning you see Deputy so and so comes back over. And dude, he wants more info. He wants to help. So they basically fill him in on everything. And right before he gives him we see tape number five. And this
Fuck
is
this tape. Fuck
I
this
fuck
tape.
this tape first. All right, so this I mean I made content about the scene because I think it's called like lawn work or something.
Yeah, Lawn Work 1986. And I
Yeah,
was like, or is it 1996? I was like, I couldn't read the writing. And
yeah.
then I was like, if this is 86, this dude just did this shit back to back in the same year.
Yeah, and this scene almost died. I almost died. I almost perished in this and wouldn't be here right now because after you see a lawnmower start and this lawnmower is moving, and I'll say what like Sean said earlier, but like the music, the creepy setting tones that are in this tape are it gets you like, dude, you can't even blink. You're like so attached
No,
to it, and you know something terrible is gonna happen. And at the all of a sudden it's going, and it looks like you see like a head or like a person right there, like it's gonna run over, and you hear the loudest screech. I literally wrote on my notes, I just almost died. Oh my God, I almost just died.
you
And
want to hear my notes?
yes,
Goes, Jesus fucking Christ. I forgot how intense this lawnmower scene was. I won't even lie. I closed my eyes.
yeah, I felt like
I
a little
knew it
kid
was
watching
coming
this.
and I shut my eyes and I basically like grabbed a blanket. It was like, I
And,
can't watch that.
and then now we get some of the biggest info in the movie ever. And one of the most important scenes in the movie is he calls this researcher doctor dude, I forget what they said his name was.
Professor Jonas.
Professor, that's what it was. Professor Jonas. And he's showing him the stuff. And Professor's like, he knows this symbol. He starts talking about it's like a pagan deity named Bagul. And you
From
know
the
what this
Babylonian era.
exactly. And he is called the Eater of Children. I got chills just freaking saying that.
Yep,
And
yep.
guess
No,
what?
at this point, I'm pausing the Zoom. I am packing up my family and I'm
Um,
leaving
oh,
because this is like red flag number 27.
27. I ran out of red flags. He literally says, like, there's more flags in this movie than in that friggin' football overtime last night in the Bills
Hey,
game.
hey, hey, Bagul, if you're listening right now, can you do me a favor? When you take out Ellison, um, can you name this red flag 12?
For real on the tape.
Like, don't
He
even give him the credit of giving him like an actual family name, just red flags.
he says that he needs their souls and he tricks them and traps one of them in the netherworld and like they help do the killing for him. Like, dude, excuse me? Like just I don't even know.
Dude, and then after this Zoom call,
Yeah.
this whole scene of Ellison waking up to the sounds of the projector playing,
Mm,
and then he's searching the house for an intruder because he clearly put this thing away. And while he's doing this, you see each one of these ghost kids running around behind him,
ugh.
almost like steering him as to like where to walk in the house. I was like, this is absolutely bone chilling. I'm like, but the dead girl staring directly into his daughter's eyes, going, shh. fucking wrecked me. And then you add in the fact that the daughter then has the family hung from the tree, painted with the Sinister face. Wow. Like I don't even know right now. This is absolutely bone chilling. And then we see the next day Ellison is clearly losing his shit. And like I said, he's talking with Deputy so and so, and he's like, my daughter paints and she does all this shit. My mind is so hyper focused on this movie that when he hears the his wife scream at their daughter for painting outside the bedroom, they're more pissed off that she painted outside the bedroom. And the daughter throws Ellison right under the fucking bus. They're like, "What is this?" And she's like, "Oh, that's Stephanie." And the mom's like, "The missing girl." And she's like, "Yeah, well, I was gonna paint it in my bedroom, but she wanted me to paint it in the hallway because I sleep in her brother's bedroom, and she didn't want to paint it in there." And she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, this is her house." And then all fucking hell breaks loose.
No, yeah.
Tracy is going at it with Ellison. And in my head, I'm like, I'm hoping she leaves his ass. And then I start doing like my little detective work, backtracking when he's talking with the detective and they're talking about like addresses and like how they kind of linked up, but they don't really touch on that again for the like almost the remainder of the movie. I'm like,
Hmm.
bro, I'm like, I remember this, and I'm like, please don't leave this house, because if you leave this house, Bagul follows you, and that's when all shit breaks loose. I'm like, at least if you stay in this house, you maybe have a chance to fight back. But at the same time, I'm like, pack your shit, dude, and go to your sister's. Like, leave this fucking man. Leave him in the house. Let him deal with this shit.
Yeah,
You
I was
guys
saying the same
don't
thing.
deserve this.
No, you that's what I was hoping was happening. I'm like, take the kids and go.
Oh. And then, like, I think we touched on this earlier, and I mixed up the scenes when he goes into the attic. This is the
Yeah.
scene
This,
where
yep.
I am absolutely petrified of the attic stairs, because it shows the staircase coming down, and it's just hyper focused on it. And in my head, you see nothing but the stairs. And I'm like, please don't go up
Yeah,
these.
this is cool.
Please don't
This
go
is
up
shot
these.
so cool.
And this is when he goes upstairs and he actually sees all of these
Yeah.
missing
He
kids
like peeks
watching the
over.
homemade movies. And
Oh.
then he gets scared by Bagul himself, and he falls down these stairs, like at the bottom of it. And it's almost like they're mocking him by throwing the projector and the homemade movies at him through the
Yeah.
hole in the attic.
Launches at him.
He panics now. He's in like full, like, fuck this place. He's out back. He's lighting everything on fire. And I was like, well, now you want to leave.
Took
I'm
long
like, well,
enough,
yeah, I'm like,
asshole.
you fucking idiot. I'm like, if you remember the homework you were doing, linking these cases together, again, staying in this house might be your best chance of survival. But no, they move back home. They get up, they pack everyone up, they're leaving town. They even get pulled over by like the sheriff, who looks like a makeshift Kelsey Kramer. And he's just like, good, get out of my town. Keep it under 60 until you're someone else's problem.
Hmm.
And while they're back at this house, which I don't understand why they left, because that house is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, what the hell?
What are you doing? Like, I
Thing is,
understand you're struggling and you're like, we really can't afford two mortgages. Then don't.
yeah, don't like
Yeah,
that. You're
don't.
literally living in a mansion. Like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
don't. Maybe talk to the local law enforcement and request that you can, I don't know, maybe go there for a day and like just kind of walk around so you can get a feeling and explain yourself about this true crime book. Work with local law instead of buying this shit and trying to
For
pay two
real.
mortgages like an absolute idiot.
Yep.
But he gets back on a Zoom call with Professor Jones, and he says all these images offer a gateway into Bagul's world. And Allison's dumbass made a stupid amount of images of Bagul. This man
He's got
basically
them
has
all.
like
It's
unlimited access to both
just,
worlds now.
yeah, so screwed.
Digital copies, zoomed in
So
prints,
screwed.
zoomed in versions of the zoomed in prints, like hyper. You're an absolute idiot. And to completely ignore the deputy who he has in his phone as deputy so and so, might I add, um, is another giant red flag, because I'm assuming this guy is calling you constantly all day long because he has some vital information. And while he's ignoring him, he's going up to his attic to put some more boxes away. And what does he see, Justin?
Dude, this is no, I could not even believe the fact. Oh my God, chills. The damn box is back there with the tapes.
Burn it,
And this one literally says extended cut endings.
burn
I
it,
literally wrote,
get fucking rid of it.
get the fuck out, get the fuck out. As that happens, finally, like the deputy calls, well, yeah, he answers, and he basically says, like, he put it all together. Each family, like Sean talked earlier, like all five of the families, they lived in the previous house of the other murders. And this pattern, I'm pretty sure he said goes back to like the 60s. And he
Yeah,
says,
he's like, so if you went home, you sped up the timeline.
you
You are
just
in
sped
it,
into the
and you
timeline.
just
He's like,
sped it up.
you are in the timeline right now. And I'm like, oh my dear God. So what does he do? Like, yeah, he watches the extended cuts. Why not,
Yeah,
right? We
why
get the
not?
extended cuts. Let's just watch it. And so it shows back to the beginning of the four people getting killed in the backyard. But this shows that little missing girl, Stephanie. You basically see her like climb back down. You see her like,
Bro, that was the most disturbing shot is when she climbs down the tree, she grabs
dude,
onto her dad's legs and uses him like a tire swing.
she swings on these dead bodies. Like, dude, absolutely disturbing. And then it shows like all the kids and like there's like a shush, and oh my, and you see him, he stands up, he's drinking his coffee, and he's just like, holy crap. But all of a sudden you see him kind of like, and the thing says like, good night, daddy. And you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And you realize he like falls, and you're like, oh my dear God, he just got poisoned. Holy hell. You see him, he's on the ground, he's kind of in and out of consciousness. Dude, the whole family's tied up. Like, this is
I feel
disgusting,
so
man.
bad for the family, but he
Me too.
deserved it.
He deserved it.
I'm
He
sorry.
sucks. He sucks. And we see the daughter is filming with that old the video, and she's got an axe, friggin' axe. And we see the swing, we see
Dude,
the
she
shush.
Lizzie Borden's this entire family.
Yeah, and you see and talk about Lizzie Borders because like she's walking up somewhere, and you see the blood. The walls are just so much blood. They are
Did you notice she's got her painting supplies on her?
on her.
She's using their blood to
It
paint
the
copious amounts of pictures all over these walls. And I think that ties back to, do you remember when Ellison and Tracy are fighting after she painted on the walls?
yeah,
She's like, "You moved us into the fucking murder house," and he's like, "Well, technically, no.
dude, he's
They
such an
they were
asshole.
killed outside." She's like,
Outside the
"That makes a
house.
difference," and he's like, "Yeah, it does. It's not like there was blood all over the walls that they had to come in and scrub off."
Yeah, well, guess
Like,
what?
I
Now,
mean,
now
maybe you just gave Bagul an idea.
you're like, oh, he's like, oh, I should have thought of that. And you see all the other ghost kids now greet her. I wrote, this is dark as fuck, my dear God. And you see her bloodily draws like the pictures, and then we see like Bagul. Just, oh my God, it's so creepy. He comes and picks her up and like carries her away. Like, and then you see the box of the home movies, and then you get one last scare. Bagul throws his face in it, and my God, cutscene.
Oh,
Sean, take it away.
did you see what Bagul named this movie?
What? Yeah, what was it? I forget.
House Painting 12.
House painting. There we go. 2012. Let's go. What do you got?
This movie fucking rips from start to finish. I just finished this rewatch, and my need to watch something light or funny and wholehearted has never been higher. I actually watched Pootie Tang after this to just reset my mind. I had to
All
watch
right,
something stupid and funny.
I'll tell. Well, I'll let you keep talking, but I'll tell you what I
I
did.
I was like the score, the camera work, the acting, the mythology behind Bagul, it all works so well, and it just will truly fuck you up. My only gripe in this whole movie is how Ellison blatantly ignores every red flag, makes so many grossly questionable choices, but I do understand. This man is so desperate that this book could be his holy grail, and ultimately it just ends up being his undoing. Justin, I have an attic in my house that I've
Hmm.
only ever been in once, and I never want to go in it for fear of finding a box like this. The real scary thing is that one of the attic entrances is in my kids' room.
Oh.
It's I have a built-in closet, so you can't get to it because there's like this much room between the attic and the closet,
Hmm.
and that's where the entrance is. It's not sealed off, but it's like weatherproofed off, so the cold air doesn't come in.
Yup.
But I'm also just very happy that I decided to watch this at 1 a.m. in a completely silent house with my kids not home because it scared me so fucking much. It's not a perfect movie, but it is very effective and masterfully crafted. I'm giving this a flat 9 out of 10. If it had better ways of tying up loose ends and less questionable decisions throughout and ignoring of red flags, it would be very close to a 10 out of 10 on the scare factor.
So that's funny. Like we're really close. So I wrote, this is scary as fuck. The music and the score is amazing. Even the jump scares, they were not cheap jump scares. These scares were after the tension building in this movie was perfect. It was so scary because it feels like you're literally watching like snuff films of people die. So it's like you get that gross feeling, this cool mystery. I wrote the first hour of this movie, I think it's like almost like a 10 out of 10. I have the only thing it's not a perfect movie because I wrote there is a lot of bad decision making by this guy, but I also understand like they try to justify it. Like you see, like he like kind of exactly what Sean
He's
said.
desperate because I mean
He's
he wrote
desperate.
that
He
book like a
needs a
decade
thing.
ago.
I still think you should have been a better person and realized like your whole family's gonna die. But and like the pacing at the end just felt a little rushed to me. I think the first hour is so it's like everything just happened so fast. It just felt a little pacing was a little off at the very end. Um, so I give this in scary wise, I think this is one of the scariest movies that absolutely scares me. Scares, this is like a 10 out of 10. But overall for the movie, I give this an 8.3 out of 10. And I would have even given, like I said, this could have easily been a 9, 9.5 if I think there was a little better decision making and maybe just the pacing at the end. But scare wise, this is so scary. I give this an 8.3, just terrifying.
Maybe like show us Ellison battling his inner demons a little more, and that's why he makes these questionable decisions and
Yeah.
just like ignores all the red flags. You know, even something like that could just, I don't know, help push Ellison's character.
Exactly, because I hate Allison. Oh my God, like, that's
I
the thing.
hate him so much.
If I liked him and it was a little more justified, like I said, this movie, I mean, it's still I think 8.3 is an amazing score, but I think this movie had even more potential than it even was even in there, and that's saying
Yeah,
a lot because this is scary wise. I don't want to watch this again.
no, no. I mean, there is the attempt to get you to like Ellison, like when he watches all these previously recordings of his glory days, or like
Yeah,
his wife said, like, what if that was your 15 minutes?
yeah.
Um, Maybe when he's talking to the wife, instead of being like Mr. Hardass, stand your ground, this book needs to get written. How about you break a little bit? You know, to
That's the thing.
show us as the audience that you're a broken man right now, and this book is something that you're going to use to try and help put you back together.
Yeah, that's what I like. I just did not like him at all. Like there was, yeah, he sucks so bad. But we got a tagline of "Once you see him, nothing can save you."
No, we got a 6.6 on IMDb, which I think is criminally underrated.
Come on, that is still underrated. This movie is not perfect, like we just talked about, but
There
it's
was
the
a lot. It was
scares.
a fuck ton of sevens and like some eights. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on, man, this movie's scary. This is my favorite thing ever, just because it just shows you how cool of an ideas you can get. Writer C. Robert Cargill, dude, he got this script idea from a nightmare he had after watching The Ring. Look, did you read that?
yeah,
That is the cool, like the fact that we have Sinister because of The Ring is
so good.
amazing, dude. That's amazing to me. I cannot even believe that.
The family that was hanged, I wanted to write this as hung,
Yeah.
but apparently it's the family that was hanged on the tree were all played by stuntmen. However, when the first scene was done, the stunt coordinator botched the preparations for the scene, resulting in one of the actors coming loose from his harness,
Oh
which
no.
actually wound up around his neck.
Oh shit.
Fortunately, he was not physically harmed, and the stunt coordinator was fired on set right after that.
Oh God, I was ready to laugh. I thought you were gonna tell me like he fell or something. I'm like, oh, that's funny. Jeez, I didn't realize the guy almost got literally strangled. It's actually hung.
That's fucking
Um,
wild, dude.
yeah,
Especially to
that's
have that as your opening scene.
dear God, red flag for the movie. Damn. The Super 8 home videos were actually filmed in real Super 8 film camera, so that's really good touch right there.
All right. So, one of the reasons why this movie wasn't lower on the scale for me
Hmm.
is it did something a lot of horror movies don't do.
Okay.
The only one to ever survive one of Bagul's Super 8 snuff films, the reels,
Yep.
it's actually the Miller family pet, the fucking chinchula or fucking whatever it is, the chalupa dog
Yep.
in the Sleepy Time 98. He's the only actual person to
But
survive one of these snuff films
how do we
or
know he didn't kill him after
cartoons.
though, right? Like we didn't see him get killed, but do you think he killed him?
Well, I don't know because it doesn't show like the dog ever getting tied up. It doesn't show the dog ever getting killed. So I think the theory behind it is that this kid just left the dog because after like, in every movie after they kill the family they do this shh and then they go with Magoo.
Okay. All right. I guess in my head I just assumed
So
that he probably was
maybe
gonna kill the
that's it.
dog.
Maybe Bagul is really like a horror aficionado on the like fuck them kids train and like leave the pets alone.
All right, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We got the name Bagul translates back to the boogeyman.
The film's final jump scare after panning away from the box of the film reels was not the director's idea, but it was studio mandated by Jason Blum, who insisted the film end on one final jump scare. That was effective as shit. Also, dude, can we just give a shout out to Jason Blum and Blumhouse right now? Because this era of horror movies and this particular time frame, they fucking slayed.
They crushed that time frame was so amazing.
They were the Michael Jordan of the horror game in this particular time frame.
Yeah. And and we got the director was Scott Derrickson. And dude, this dude did The Exorcism of Emily Rose and Black Phone 1 and 2 and Doctor Strange and Sinister. So holy shit, dude. Like, are
So
you
good.
kidding me?
So good.
Damn.
I haven't seen Black Phone 2 yet, but every movie you just
I
listed
haven't
fucking
either.
slaps.
We gotta cover that because it might be on
If we ever
Peacock now.
yeah,
It's
if we
soon.
ever do Doctor Sleep, we're gonna have to do oh my god. I'm drawing a blank, dude, and I absolutely love the Torrance like storyline.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I said Doctor Strange. I know it's not a
oh,
horror thing,
oh
but
yeah. I
just I
thought you
was
said Doctor Sleep.
no, I was more just impressed that he even did a Marvel movie on top. Like, I just thought that was cool. He did all these crazy shit, and then he did like a weird Marvel movie of Doctor Strange. So
Doctor Strange was pretty good. And I
it,
was
it-
also thinking of The Shining,
yeah, all good, all good.
which
Any
just
other
drew
things
an
you got?
absolute blank. Ethan Hawke had never seen the Super 8 snuff films prior to the date of recording Sinister. When the scene where his character watches the snuff films was ready to be recorded, the soundtrack was matched up with the film, and Hawk played out his role. His reactions to the films were recorded for Sinister and actually used in the final cut.
Yeah, I
So
read
he
that
watched
they.
those for the first time. Like we're watching them together.
Yeah, I
Such a
thought that was really
genuine
cool. Like
reaction. I
they just
love
like,
that.
yeah, that was really cool. We got a budget of 3 million-ish, and it grossed over 88 million. So holy shit, that
So
slammed.
good. That would explain why we got a second one.
That was my all right. Well, the next thing I wrote, this has one. My last one was it has one sequel released in 2015, which just do yourself a favor, don't watch.
I didn't think it was that bad.
I guess I just coming.
It's more palatable to like watch it and then rewatch it than this one
Yeah,
is.
I guess just coming down from how much this one freaked me out. I guess just the second one just didn't do it like that one. So I guess this one just had set a high
Yeah,
bar for me. But
Sinister
that's
2,
all I got.
I don't mind that they made a second one. Like, but
Yeah,
Sinister, it would have been perfect as a standalone film. It still is. But
yeah,
Sinister 2 is like if you need more and you want more, you can watch it. But
right.
it's not something like you have to watch. People shit all over that movie, but I didn't think it was too bad.
All right. Well, there you go. You got someone sticking up for it. There we go.
It's clearly not Justin. This is might be my favorite fun fact right now.
All right, what we
The
got?
Science of Scare project measures heart rate and other factors of participants to rank the level of scariness of horror films. Sinister's rank of number one in the year 2020 and 23 with a scare score of 96 out of 100. The study noted that participants experienced a 34% uplift in heart rate when watching this movie from a BPM of 64 to 86 across the movie, with the film's scariest moments sending heart pounding into the 131 BPM range. HRV also dropped by 21% among viewers, and that's the second lowest of any film on the list, indicating a perfect balance of startling moments and slow burn scares.
I love, and I can definitely, first of all, yeah, great fact. But I also can see that, like, when you're watching those, like, when you're watching the tape, like, you get so sucked into those and you know something terrible is going to happen. So, like, the tension in this movie is so good. I
Bro,
love
just
it.
talking about it, my heart's like boom, 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 boom.
Love it. Do
So
you have
pumped
anything
up.
else?
I've got nothing else.
I just got a quick question, not to mention Slipknot again, but I remember when we watched Nightbreed, right? And I saw, oh my God, what's the guy's name? The guy, the creepy mask and
The
whatever.
guy that he wears the mask and he's the one like committing
Was it,
actual
is it
murders.
Dr. Decker or am I making that up? Was it Dr. Decker or something?
I, I
Decker?
don't know. I don't
So I
know.
remember seeing that and I'm like, oh my God, like that looks like Corey Taylor's mask. Obviously, Corey
Yeah.
Taylor's got a million different masks. And I looked it up and it was. Now that I'm seeing, if anyone's watching on YouTube, like the guitar player is not Jim Root. I think the other guy's name's Mick Thompson. Like I need to look this up after the pod. Like that looks like Mick Thompson's mask. Like, do you think Mick Thompson
Yes.
like I gotta look that up.
The
But
hair, everything.
but then again, like obviously Slipknot was before 2012. I don't know, but maybe he updated this mask. I
It
don't know. I
can
have a
be
lot of
inspired.
questions. It could be
Yeah.
inspired. But anyway, yeah. So let's sign off and everyone go watch something happy after this. I watched Paw Patrol and I'm not gonna lie, I turned on the TV. Paw Patrol was on. I didn't change the channel. I'm not even joking. I had Paw Patrol playing after this. And my kids they don't even watch Paw Patrol anymore, and I still kept it on. No
Later,
joke.
Hack Snap Slash.
Peace.